It's a dewy night. The wind was barking at me as I wrestled down the sidewalk, looking for a movie to watch. There was nothing. I already saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 times, and I didn't want to see Ninja Turtles again. So it was either the November Man starring 90s James Bond, or the second Sin City movie. Considering I'm kind of doing a Sin City thing right now, I think you know what I picked. It's been a shitty year for movies, like a turd circling the rounds of the drain, and I'm the bit of pee on the toilet bowl, looking down, seeing it going down the drain. This city is a prostitute, and I don't appreciate prostitutes because I live in a Frank Miller novel. God.
I thought I liked prostitutes.
Me and my friend Steph came over. She came over. She's pretty good for a dame. And we decided to watch the first one and the second one, and
probably.
we did a podcast. Okay.
Yeah, you're just talking.
Oh my God. That's terrible.
It's a good thing that's just like Mickey Rourke's voice.
I can't be. Yeah. Good for Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Jesus, now I have to do an entire podcast like this. See, I couldn't get into voice acting because I'm dumb with my voice.
Yeah.
I need to lemon juice that shit.
Yeah, and throw honey at it.
And throw honey at it. Throw honey at my vocal cords.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
It is. I went to vocal school.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
No.
You got me for a second.
I did.
It's a whole, I haven't, there's a chapter of your life I'm unaware of.
There probably is.
Anyways, here we are, reviewing, we're going to do both the Sin City movies today.
Double feature.
Sin City 1 and Frank Miller's Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, which is the official title.
Yeah.
Because
if you don't know it's Frank Miller, then they're not making it.
So, Sin City, that was Tarantino, right? No, get out.
But speaking of Tarantino, we got to see a little teaser.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Did you?
Oh, no, I remembered, but, yeah, there's a little...
segue.
Yeah, good segue. There's a trailer for his next movie, The Hateful Eight, which wasn't really anything.
Yeah, I heard it was going to be like a little teaser. It was just...
Yeah, it wasn't just a teaser. There's no footage or anything.
No.
I don't think he's shot anything yet.
No.
But, it looks exciting.
It does look exciting.
I'm looking forward to this movie.
I can't really remember the names of the characters.
One of them was like a little man.
The little man, I think there was like...
That's going to be Peter Dinklage.
That's what I'm guessing.
I hope it's Peter Dinklage in a Tarantino movie.
Yeah,
would be amazing.
Be awesome.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
There's a girl.
There's a chick.
There's a chick.
There's a dame.
There's a guy who shoots people.
I think there's someone like a hangman or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who cares?
Anyways,
They're
you
all
have to...
hateful.
Yeah, and you can't see it online, except you can, but, whatever.
Yeah.
You can only see it in front of this movie,
like
legally.
That ever was gonna stay like that.
I know, but, but there's no, officially good quality of it.
Just a guy holding a camera and, coughing.
Yeah. And his empty theater.
Yeah.
You can, hear him, hiccup and stuff.
Well, I doubt it was empty for more people.
No, I think it was empty for everyone. Did you see how badly this movie did?
No, I feel bad
It
about
did really bad. Well, I
didn't expect it to do well.
Whatever.
Should we talk about the first one first?
No, we will talk about the first one first.
Yeah, okay.
We just, we got on that.
I have no movie news.
Actually, I kind of want to talk about the trailers before the Sin City.
I don't even remember the trailers.
They're awful. They're both horror movies for some reason.
Oh God, yes.
They're they felt really similar.
Yeah.
And horror movie nowadays, a horror movie trailer there's no horror in it. It's just loud noises.
Yeah, and jump scares.
And we saw it in the AVX theater.
Yeah.
It has a really nice screen.
Beautiful sound.
By the way, if you're seeing this movie, it's already out of theaters, so sorry about that.
Is it gone already?
No, but it's gonna be slim.
Yeah.
But we saw it on a really nice digital screen and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic.
This was the way to see it.
It was definitely the way to see this movie. But the sound's cranked up really loud. It has a really good sound system.
It's very awful for me.
Yeah, it just all the horror movies, all the jump scares, they insert these loud sounds, and it just sounds terrible. And just I was getting exhausted by the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I wasn't scared. I would just stop throwing noise at me.
It was a very bad for sensory. It
Yeah.
was a big sensory thing. It wasn't good.
Yeah, it was exhausting. There's 2 trailers like that right after another. One
Yeah.
for the sequel to The Conjuring or whatever, about a doll or whatnot.
Yeah, by the way, I really liked The Conjuring as a scary movie.
I heard it was really good.
As far as scary movies go, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really entertaining. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I heard it's really good.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's still a horror movie, and I
Yeah.
don't think a really good one has come out in a long time, but...
No, probably just that one, from what I've heard.
As far as they go, this one's probably the best one I've seen.
I might see it one day. Maybe. But,
This one looks terrible.
No, yeah, whatever.
It's stupid as shit.
Scary doll.
They took the lamest part of The Conjuring and made a whole movie out of it.
Right, probably because I assume the original people aren't behind it.
I don't know.
I want to assume that. It's probably true.
Yeah. The director looked familiar.
Yeah, I don't remember the director.
It's like James Wan or something.
James Bond.
I don't know.
But then there was a trailer for the Amityville Horror 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the remake. Remake.
Some people... No, I think they just live in the Amityville house.
Oh.
So it's kind of like a sequel.
Oh, whatever. It looks bad, though.
Yeah, it does.
As the kid from Glee. I'm sorry.
Is that the kid from Glee?
Yeah. The creepy-looking kid?
That's the kid from Glee.
That's the gay kid from Glee. I only say that because that's his only character trait. That he's gay and rude.
Yeah.
But it's sad when he gets picked on because he's actually really rude. But anyways, yeah, that kid, yeah.
I didn't know that was him. I thought
No,
it was
that was
just
him.
kind of like a semi-lookalike.
That kind of takes away any, like, how can you be scared? Because you know it's the kid from Glee.
Mm-hmm. It looked dumb before, but now.
And I was like, oh. It's like, I know that guy. He sings, freaking Katy Perry.
Yeah.
He's just gonna, whatever.
It just looks stupid.
And it just looked like a bad movie with lots of loud jump scares.
Yeah.
That aren't really scary. I'm sorry, like, he's sitting on maggots? That's not scary.
Also, they pretty much blasted the whole movie. It was a long trailer.
That was a long trailer.
We pretty much got the whole movie. We don't have to see it now.
No, yeah.
And a lot of trailers do
Everyone
that now,
dies.
but this one was like, I saw the whole movie.
Yeah. It's Bagul. Bagul got them all.
Bagul was in what, Sinister?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's the Bagul movie.
That was scary up to a point.
They should call the sequel Sinister 2, Bagul Strikes Back.
The Baguling.
They're going to the third one's just going to be called Bagul 3. I guarantee you, if they make a franchise out of that, that'll happen.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, though, that movie was scary up to a point. Really gross. Kind of weird.
Oh.
You haven't seen it, right?
No.
I watch every scary movie. We should do a special where I tell you about scary movies.
You just tell me your series. Oh yeah, we should do a scary movie-a-thon or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Anyways, we're not even talking about a scary movie. God.
We're talking about the trailers that are coming.
Yeah, before them. But yeah, we are. Well, let's get started.
Yeah.
We watched the first Sin City.
Yeah.
And then we watched the second Sin City.
We did.
I have never seen these movies, but Steph has.
I haven't seen the second one.
Of course, yeah. But you're a big fan of the first one.
Yeah, to the point where the DVD skipped because
the DVD was skipping. So I didn't miss a whole lot. I think I missed the end of one part.
Yeah.
But everything else, I kind of got.
Yeah, and I've seen it so many times. I explained it well enough.
Yeah, and I also read about it too. So
okay.
I feel like I'm in good shape.
Yeah, you're fine. Really.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, so I guess we can't really go. It's not a narrative.
No,
it's not a single narrative.
It's kind of hard to do the plot for this one.
Yeah, so I guess we could just kind of describe each story and what was the best parts of them.
Yeah, and I think this is good because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
It's all really fresh.
Yeah, like I don't think I have a whole lot to say about it, but I think you might.
Yeah, and because it's like my own personal thing, I'm sure people are going to disagree with a lot of what I say, but whatever.
That's fine. That's fine. I would say this is kind of a divisive movie.
Yeah.
People really like it, and people also have a lot of criticism towards it.
Yeah, a lot of my friends really hate it.
Really?
Like, when I was up at school and I found out they were making it, my 3 friends, well, no, the 3 of us, all decided we could pick a movie that the other 2 had no desire to see, and we'd have to go see it together.
Right.
And that was my movie, and they were devastated, because they hate Sin City, and I love it so
Why do
much. It wasn't... They really don't like those kind of movies.
Right. It's not a happy movie.
It's not a happy movie.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they like the style, and I don't think they like the dialogue, so they're like, ugh.
No, you gotta be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah.
Like, it's very... You know, it's very faux noir kind of.
The lines in it are very funny in a way. Like some of the specific lines are.
What was
hilarious.
that one you picked out for me?
My favorite line.
Yeah.
Kill him for me, Marv. Kill him good.
Kill him good. That was great. I missed it. You forced me to rewind it to hear, and that was worth it.
It is absolutely my favorite line.
Kill him good.
Kill him for me, Marv.
Kill him good. But yeah, it's very silly. I think the one line that was chucking me up is the beginning of Marv's story. Mm-hmm. He's like, "It's a worthless town and a worthless world," or something
I love
like
his
that.
narrative. It's so ridiculous.
I thought it was hilarious.
It is.
Oh, she was a goddess. Oh, Marv. Marv was my favorite character.
Marv is, I think, everyone's favorite character. Marv is wonderful.
Marv is played by Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
He looks nothing like Mickey Rourke.
No.
Because he's based off of the Frank Miller comic book.
Yeah. Out of all of the characters from those books, he's, like, spot on.
Yeah, because they gave him kind of like a prosthetic nose, I guess.
Yeah, did you see how they made it?
No, I haven't seen any back behind the
okay.
scenes things about it.
I have, like, the whole special edition set.
Yeah.
And I guess they were trying to make the prosthetics, but they couldn't make him properly Marv. And so Frank Miller, like, told them, he's like, what Marv's face is like a circle. And he's like, and then I just cut out chunks. So his forehead and his nose, if you kept drawing a line attached to his chin, like, perfectly. Mm-hmm. So his, like, lips and stuff are just cut out of that circle.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if you look at his profile, it's just, like, a straight thing down.
It's the right profile. That's a good way of, going about it.
Yeah.
Because he was, Frank Miller was super involved in the production, from so I've read.
Yeah, he was.
That's awesome.
I thought that was really cool.
What was that point you said, like, you kind of feel like this movie was, like, a big, like, love letter to Frank Miller?
Yeah.
It was more, because, like, Frank Miller is he's pretty defensive on the rights to his stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's pretty grumpy about Hollywood and stuff like that. So I think, like, Robert Rodriguez had a lot of convincing to do to him to make sure we can have the film be made. Yeah.
And I think what convinced him was making Katie's bar.
Right, yeah.
Because it was the only set.
Yeah, I think it was that, and there was, like, some, like, kitchen set or something.
Yeah.
And that was about it. But that's, like, the big main set.
Yeah. A lot of that was still green screen, too.
Yeah, but I feel like the lighting in that scene was different from the rest of the movie. Yeah. And it was kind of like, it kind of felt just like a black and white filter over it, while the rest of the movie has very...
It's black and white.
Yeah, it's black, but it's, like, very visual from, like, the novel itself.
Mm-hmm. Like, shot for shot, some parts are...
Yeah, it does really...
gorgeous.
Yeah, it really captures the look of the graphic novel.
Yeah.
Or so I am.
I should have brought them. I should have brought them.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice to just to get a sense of reference from it.
Damn.
Did you read the novel first, or did you watch the movie first?
I saw the movie first, but it was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And then I got it for Christmas one year, and it came with the graphic novel. Ah,
really? That's neat.
Yeah, it was like a box set graphic novel Sin City thing.
That's cool.
It was really cool. So I read what are they called? It's The Big Fat Kill, That Yellow Bastard, and...
Marv's story. Was that The Big Fat Kill? No, The Big Fat Kill was the prostitute one.
Yeah. God, I can never remember the one.
The Hard Goodbye.
The Hard Goodbye.
Right, because he says it.
I'm going to give him the Hard Goodbye.
Hard Goodbye. Then he turned to me and he's like, Richard, that's the name of the title of the story. And I'm like, oh.
I think he must name them afterwards out of a line. Because there's...
that makes sense. Because they always mention the line, right?
Yeah, because Dwight says The Big Fat Kill. Mm-hmm. And Bruce Willis says That Yellow Bastard.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got the Hard Goodbye. So I read it, and then I watched the movie. And it was amazing.
It was amazing. That's probably the best part in the first one, the Hard Goodbye. Yeah. It's all, I don't know, I like the character of Marv.
I really like Marv.
Because he's a Hulk.
Yeah.
He just nothing can kill him.
No, he doesn't make sense in the real world.
Nothing, when I first... Like, when I first watched this movie, I wasn't expecting, like, people to get, like, thrown, like, 50 feet in the air and, like, to survive so long underwater.
Yeah, I guess because I've watched it so many times, I'm kind of desensitized to it, but you're pointing it out, and It makes no goddamn sense.
Like, it's really like a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Olive's here. If you can hear her.
Olive.
But yeah, it's like it's ridiculous.
it's really funny.
I didn't. Yeah, was that kind of in the novel too? Like kind of throwing everybody around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Marv is like a strong man.
Yeah, I think he's a mercenary.
Yeah, that's right. Because you said that to me.
I think because Frank Miller, has backstories for every character.
Right.
And I believe that's what he explained in the DVD, but I can't remember. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the best guess for Marv, anyways.
Yeah. So he's like getting revenge because somebody killed a hooker that he just had sex with.
Yeah, but he didn't know she was a hooker.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He didn't know at the time.
He just thought she was, actually attracted to him and nice to him and stuff.
Yeah, because he's so ugly looking. Yeah. So he's like, oh, but then it's like, oh, I'm gonna get you, whoever did it. Yeah. And it was a setup because the cops are after him now. Mm-hmm. Because they think that he killed Goldie. Mm-hmm. Who is, I also like the color, like how they use color. Like her hair is, Goldie's hair is,
gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
Yellow. And then she has like a twin sister who's played by the same actress.
Yeah.
Who, and her hair isn't gold. Yeah. Because then later on in the story, like he thinks he sees her, but then her hair isn't gold and that tips you off.
Yeah.
Something's off. Something's off about this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Goldie. And she says with a car and he lives.
And, I forget what happened. A lot of things happen, so I kind of forget.
Yeah,
he just kind of he kind of hops around place to place.
It's like a very basic story with a lot of things happening.
Yeah, and it's
a revenge story.
There's 2 other stories too.
Yeah, but what else do we have here? There is a lot, and you have Elijah Wood that looks like Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that's what I keep saying to you, like Harry Potter. Then I realized like that's the stupidest thing I could have said because everyone who sees this movie is gonna say, "Oh, it's Harry Potter." Yeah, but it does look a bit like Harry Potter. He has kind of like a thick neck and he looks like a past movie for Harry Potter. Yeah, and I think they squared out his jaw in like post production. Oh, did they? Yeah, to make him look more like Kevin. Okay, like the character from the book. Yeah, and it doesn't say anything. I like how he has the glasses are kind of whited out. Mm-hmm. That looks really. He has this sound whenever he's around. It's like this weird. I don't know how to explain the sound, but I really like it. It's like a I can't even explain the sound, but it's a really subtle sound. It kind of sounds like an engine trying to start, but very quiet. I think I know what you're talking about. I was wondering what was up with that. Yeah, it's whenever he's around and it's jarring. Huh. I like it. There's that one lady. Yeah, boobs. The booby lady. Yeah. He's like, oh, she's a dyke. I don't know why she can get any. I think it goes on. Oh my god. I can't do that voice anymore. No, I think it goes on in the book, and he said, like, I asked her once why, and then she, like, punched him in the face or some shit. Oh. Which. Okay, why do you. Jeez, Marv, get over it. No, like, that was part of that. The story. That thing. Okay. Like, I don't even like saying the word dyke, but he says that. And I'm just saying it in. Oh yeah, I know. The context of the character. I know. And he's like, she could have any man she wants, but he said something, I think in the book, like, and I asked her that, and she, like, punched me or did some shit. She punched me in the face. Or something. And was she, like, a setup? Was she setting him up or something? No, or she just kind of dies? Just stupid. Because she kind of betrays him, I guess, sort of? I think she has too much faith in the cops in Sin City. Okay. Which, I mean, if she's lived there for any amount of time, she should know. She shouldn't, yeah. They're crooked. The fact that she's good is amazing, and she's not really, because she's just giving him drugs and shit. I guess so. I'm having a hard time remembering stuff. I think I actually did watch it back when it came out. Yeah. I remember the beginning. I remember this part. Like the beginning part very, very well. And the saxophones. I remember the saxophones pretty well. But then he gets revenge on everybody. Yeah, he kills the shit out of Kevin. Oh my god, he cuts his arms off, his legs off, he gets eaten by a dog. Yeah. And he takes his head off. Yeah. That's killing him good. I'll give him that. But Kevin never screams. Yeah. And that bugs him. That's pretty irritating. Yeah, it is. And then I guess other stuff happens. Yeah, he goes to Rourke.
Is it?
Oh, Mickey Rourke.
No. The priest guy.
Oh, yeah.
And
There's like a corrupt priest who has a lot of power in Sin City.
Yeah, and he was eating people with Kevin.
Oh, that's delightful.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very bleak movie.
It is.
Like, afterwards, I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. I feel bad.
I'm always like jazzed at the end of that movie.
What's that?
It's so exciting.
Oh, the jazz.
No, I'm jazzed for it afterwards. I'm like, yeah, let's go fight stuff.
Let's go beat up people and shoot them.
Let's go shove a guy in a toilet.
Yeah, so, and then, basically, Marv kills everyone he needs to kill, right?
Yeah, he kills the shit out of a lot of people.
And then he gets caught.
Kills Frank Miller.
Oh, yeah, he kills Frank Miller, who plays a priest or something.
Yeah, in a confessional.
In a confessional.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I hate you. Kills him. And then he gets caught by the police.
Yeah.
And then he gets executed.
But it takes him 2 times.
But they take him twice. He's like, is that all you got? And they shock him again and he dies.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah. That was, very,
it's hard to describe
bleak.
this movie. It's a very visual movie.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the reason you're going to watch the movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't, personally, I wasn't really involved in any of the characters. I kind of liked Marv, but I didn't care when he died at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. It was like, I don't know.
I think I was involved with this as involved as I am in the comics.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. It was fun to watch.
I feel like there's such realistic characters that you can't really...
It's an unrealistic setting to begin with.
Yeah.
And it looks, and the visual look of it is already, nowhere near reality.
Yeah.
So it's even harder to be interested in.
It's so far removed from anything. Yeah. You're kind of like, okay.
And movies don't need to have, compelling characters all the time.
No.
But, I just don't think there's anything deeper than what it appears to be.
I think that's why it's so fun, too, when you have a bunch of hookers and people murdering everyone and guys getting their face dragged across the ground.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I can see the fun in that.
Yeah, because it is so far removed from reality.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, haha, because that would never actually happen, and that'd be so disgusting in a real setting, like a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely getting away with some black and white gory scenes.
Yeah, I think it's still rated R, too.
It is still rated. Oh, yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But, yeah, there's a lot of dead people in this movie.
There's a whole lot of dead people.
Brittany Murphy's in this.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan's in this.
Yeah.
And they're dead.
Yeah, and I was reading, the facts for the Dame to Kill For, and they're like, they replaced Michael Clark Duncan, but out of respect for Brittany Murphy, they didn't replace her. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
That was going to be my complaint about that part when he shows up.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you even bother?
Yeah, because Brittany Murphy's character
You could have replaced Brittany Murphy's character, too.
Yeah, why are you only respecting one guy? Or one girl and not the other guy?
How do you... I don't know.
Because she was part of one of the stories.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
That seemed quite odd. Whatever.
I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe they just should have made up a new character. Because they already added so much stuff to the second movie already that it wouldn't have mattered.
I found out, though, that all of those were Frank Miller stories. One of them wasn't published.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk a little bit more about the first one before we get to the second one.
Okay, so you have...
Then there's the Big Kill.
The Big Fat Kill.
Which is the Big Fat Kill, sorry.
God.
Big Kill was the prequel. And this one,
Dwight.
Yeah, Dwight Schrute.
Dwight
From The Office. Rainn Wilson kills a bunch of, what were they, cop? He accidentally kills a cop.
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Accidentally kills the collector. They're beating up his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lures them to a part of town with that's like Prostitute Junction.
Yeah, Old Town.
And then I guess he has like a deal with the prostitutes.
Well, no, what it is the cops don't go into Old Town, and the girls have their own system of justice in exchange for the girls to do parties for them. But it keeps the gangs and the pimps and stuff out of Old Town.
Okay.
Yeah. So cops aren't allowed to go in there.
So, but then he lures them over there, and the girls.
He doesn't lure them.
Oh, okay. You tell, because I honestly forget this whole part.
Jackie Boy. Okay, Dwight's gonna go and find Jackie Boy, but Jackie Boy goes to Old Town, and none of them realize.
And Jackie Boy is the Benicio del Toro. That's right.
And his friends, and so Dwight shows up as well, and Gail's like, which is a prostitute, is like, don't worry, we have been following these guys, and Jackie Boy's talking to one of the hookers. And he pulls a gun on her, and she's like, that's the worst mistake you've ever made. And then all the guys get the shit killed out of them. Mm-hmm. And Jackie Boy gets not decapitated, but his head almost sliced off.
A Pez dispenser is what they call it.
And then they find out he's a cop.
Yeah. So. That one part was weird. They had the one lady with the swastika shuriken.
What is that? I don't know.
What is with that?
I don't know.
I don't get that.
I didn't get it either.
I think it appears. Doesn't it appear again in the sequel?
Probably.
And I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, it didn't really make sense.
That's weird. Yeah. And then Rosario Dawson, she has like a hat.
Yeah, she just has a hat for one scene that always makes me
And she
chuckle.
takes it off.
Yeah. She says, yeesh, and then she takes off the hat again.
I guess it got kind of a lot more. I guess it got kind of warmer. It was really windy, but then the wind died down.
The rain in her hair, even though it was already raining.
She was like, oh, fuck it.
I don't know. Rosario Dawson is my favorite female character in this movie.
She hands it up.
Her and Marv are my two favorite characters. I love them.
I could see that. See that. She's pretty funny.
She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She has all kinds of handcuffs and knows how to tie knots.
Right, and she would.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That does make sense. What else? There's a part you missed. It's so funny.
There's the girl from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, she plays a hooker.
Yeah.
Rory.
Rory from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
And we made like 1,000 Gilmore Girls jokes. Looks like it didn't work out in Yale.
Yeah.
She's like, and there's a part where she has to call her mom, and I'm like, Lorelai.
Yeah, she's calling Lorelai. But she wasn't calling her mom.
No, she's calling the cops.
She was two-timing them.
Was it a two-time? Because this is the part where it skipped over and went to the next sequence.
Yeah, she called like a mob or something.
Mm. Mm-hmm. And then, then there's that's where we see GoldenEye, played by Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, and he has like a special skill to like crush your skull without leaving any bruises or anything.
Oh, that's a pretty special skill. Does he show it off?
Yeah, he does, but you missed that because it all was jacked up.
Yeah, I missed it. And did he die?
No.
Michael Clark Duncan?
No, he didn't die, I don't think.
Well, Michael Clark Duncan died, but did GoldenEye die?
He probably did.
Okay.
He probably did.
I'll get to that, the next one.
Yeah.
Because that's a big confusion for me.
But there's this part, and I told you about it, where these two, like, henchmen that are also, I think, Nazis? I don't know. But they're both, this, like, thin, bald guy gets an arrow through his chest, and it has, like, a little note on it. He's like, whoa, do you see that? He's, like, clean through. Like, he's so impressed with the arrow going through him. He's like, should I get to a doctor or something? And then they just leave. And then he gets shot in the head, and he's like, no. And then just, it skips to the next scene.
I like,
it's so funny.
Like that guy from Blade 2's death.
Yeah, kind of.
Like what was his name?
I don't know.
Ah, fuck it.
Something J.
Jay Baruchel.
BJ? I don't know.
I don't think it was BJ.
No, maybe.
But anyways, then, I don't know, it ended.
Oh, there's also that really awful line, like, the fire baby, it'll burn us. And she's like, always and never. Yeah.
Who said that?
Dwight and Rosario. Dwight and Gail.
Always princess.
No princess in there.
No, I didn't say princess. I said always burns us.
Oh, I thought you said always princess.
Always
like,
princess. Always.
And that's the end of that.
Yeah, and then the next scene, or they set it up. Actually, they set it up at the beginning with Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
He saves a little girl.
Nancy.
They say Nancy. He saves Nancy from some
senator's,
pervo weirdo.
The senator's pedophile.
Pervo weirdo son. And he shoots him in the chest, and I think he shoots him in the penis.
He shoots his hand off. No, he shoots his ear off, his hand off, and his dick off.
And his dick off.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Blonde shows up, and he's like, he shoots him in the back.
Yeah, I get it.
And he's like, hey, I'm gonna cut your ear off. And he starts dancing to Steeler's Wheel. Reservoir Dogs.
I got
Michael
it.
Madsen's.
I got it.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, Michael Madsen shoots him in the chest, and
Yeah.
He double crosses him, I guess.
Yeah.
But then later he meets up with him again.
Yeah, he's like a crooked cop.
Okay.
And he's not a crooked cop.
So then Bruce Willis goes to jail for like 8 years.
Because they said, what did they do? They set it up so he went to jail unless he admitted to raping Nancy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's okay. So yeah. So he ends up going to jail for 8 years, and Nancy writes to him every week.
Every Thursday with the name Cordelia.
Cordelia.
Yep.
So you know, and then it's like, "Is all I live for is these letters."
Yeah.
And then one day he stops getting the letters.
Yeah.
Then he gets out somehow. How does he get out?
What happens is
this the end of his parole, or
no? He wakes up and the yellow guy's there, and he stinks like ass.
Oh,
and then
that yellow bastard.
And then he like gets knocked out again, and when he comes to, there's an envelope with a finger in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, "No, Nancy, they found her," and he admits to doing the things he didn't do.
Right.
And he gets out to go find Nancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when his friend picks him up. He's like, "Hey, sorry." It's like, "What?"
Hey, sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
I was going
in
through
jail.
some things.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Oh, whatever.
We'll just walk, I think.
And then he goes to the bar or something to meet Nancy. Is that how it?
What happens is he goes to Nancy's apartment.
Okay.
And it's all fucked up. And he's like, "Oh no!" And
it got to her.
And he finds the matches for Katie's, which is one of Frank Miller's actual drawings.
Right.
And he's like, "I'm looking for a girl," and Brittany Murphy's like, "Well, you're at the right place or something, shit or whatever." He's like, "No, I'm looking for Nancy." She's like, "I to the stage." And he's like, "Oh, she's a woman now, I forgot."
She's a stripper.
She's the stripper.
Oh no, it's
Nancy.
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Oh no.
So
yeah, so then he's
she's like, "Yay, my weird daddy issues," and she kisses him.
Yeah. And then she puts the moves on him.
Yeah, and he realizes that
he's like, uh-oh.
she has all her fingers, and it's a big setup.
Oh, that's right. And he's like, there's wrong, and then there's this.
Yeah, and we're like, yeah, totally. And then he's like, no, I'll make out with her instead.
Like,
oh,
okay, whatever, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And then I just realized I always mention the actor's name like ad nauseum.
Yeah, I just kind of rolled with it.
Okay. So anyways, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, they're in the motel, and then he's making out with this chick. And he's like, no, and it goes and takes a cold shower. And then he thinks it's Nancy, but it's the yellow guy.
That yellow bastard.
Hangs him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He tries to hang him.
He tries to hang him, and instead Bruce Willis is like, nah, and he breaks a window.
Yeah, it's like, it looks like the end. He's like, but wait.
Yeah, there's more! And
he starts swinging from the noose.
I'm so glad he wasn't naked for that, because he was in the book. I was like, oh, no!
Oh, okay. No male nudity, but keep the female nudity. I get it, Frank Miller.
I don't want to see Bruce Willis's. Thank you.
Robert Rodriguez is like, maybe we'll cut out some of this nudity. He's like, no! Leave it in! It's like,
I need this!
What about we keep the tits, but we get rid of the dicks? I guess so! That's how I imagine Frank Miller talks. He just kind of loud, he just kind of a growl, like
Bobcat Goldthwait.
But he wears it like, ah! Why are you changing my book?
I hope not.
I hope so. But anyways, fucking he blows up Yellow Man. He blows up Homer Simpson.
He beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Until his head's paste, and he rips his dick off again.
Yeah, I think the DVD cut through that part.
It did.
But yeah, that happened apparently.
And then Nancy's like, "I love you," and he's like, "Yeah, I love you too." And we're both like, "Ew, what?" And then he blows his brains out.
Yeah, he's like, because he assumes that the same thing is going to happen again.
Yeah, which it will.
Yeah, and then he's like, if I die, a little girl dies, a little girl lives, an old man dies. Fair trade. And
yeah, it was nice and it was from the start. So
yeah, nice tying it up.
Yeah, but he told Nancy, and we have that he would never leave her again, and then they get it all fixed up and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no.
No.
JK LOL.
No, I can't.
Shoots himself.
Kablam.
Kablammy.
And then the movie ends and you feel bad.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't feel bad.
Oh, whatever.
I feel great.
I didn't really feel anything. But I guess then there's a new movie.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about anything else in the first one?
I don't know. I don't really have anything to say. Do you?
No.
Do you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a star rating.
Okay.
So what would you give this movie out of 5 stars?
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
I thought you said this is your favorite movie, though.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Okay, that's fair enough. I don't know. I guess a 3.
Yeah.
3. I guess 3. You know,
You don't like
right
it
in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't. I don't know.
It's really more my style of thing.
No, absolutely. I appreciate the visual style of it. I just can't get super excited over it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, whatever.
You know.
I'll never get super excited for Muppets. But
well, you know.
it's
yeah, no, but
it's
you know,
whatever.
I get it. No,
Yeah.
I get it. I totally get that.
Yeah.
But you know, we also saw the second movie.
We did, which
Dame to Kill For.
it's been like 8 years. People have been waiting for this or some
Yeah,
shit.
the first one came out in 2005.
14. I was 14 then. It's almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years.
10 years next year.
Yeah.
And next April. So, like, pretty much a full decade between these two movies.
And you can tell.
Why?
I don't...
Why?
It's one of the many things where people are like, there needs to be a sequel. And by the time they get around to it, there's so much hype about it, and it's been so long that it's never going to be as good as people wanted it to be.
All these people back then are like, we want a sequel to Sin City now. And then he's like, hey guys, there's a sequel to Sin City out. And they're like, what?
Yeah, exactly. They got
like, I have a family and kids
they got
now.
kids and shit. They can't just...
I don't have time to see your movie.
I have a full career, and
Why
I'm a
did you make so many Machete movies?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it's like a whole world has changed, but these movies hasn't. It feels like the same movie.
Yeah, and you can tell by the actors and everything.
Until 2 of the actors are dead.
Yeah, it's... I was excited. I was very thrilled for it, but I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be what the first one was.
Right. And I mean, like, a movie can have, like, a long gap in between. I'm thinking, like, Toy Story 2 and 3. But, like, it wasn't the same movie.
And I think because it was animated, you could get away with a lot. And the gap was dealt with.
Exactly. They actually incorporated it. It was a different movie tonally.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, this movie literally takes place during the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's only going to make the time gap even more noticeable. And
especially since these stories happened before the first movie. Like...
it's... Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to question you on this. This is so confusing.
It's very...
Because you say GoldenEye didn't die in the first one.
I think he did.
Oh.
I think he did, yeah.
Okay, because that makes no sense then. Because... Then when the movie starts off, it's established that Bruce Willis is already dead and Nancy's still mourning over his death.
Yeah.
And it has been 4 years since then.
Yeah.
But then we go to A Dame to Kill For.
Mm-hmm.
And it's implied that you actually see GoldenEye get his golden eye.
And A Dame to Kill For.
And A Dame to Kill For.
Yeah.
But then that's interwoven with the storyline with Jessica Alba getting revenge for the guy who's dead. Marv is also alive during A Dame to Kill For, and he was seen talking to Johnny Feelgood or whatever.
Marv would be alive during A Dame to Kill For, though.
Yeah, but why would he... Okay, but then they transition from...
You know what I think fucks it up? I think it's the Nancy thing.
The Nancy thing. That's
up.
what fucks it up.
Yeah.
The Nancy thing. Because you see Marv interact with... what's the actor's name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He interacts with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
And and you can see Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You can see Nancy at the same time, and
I think that must have been put in or something.
During like a rewrite or something.
Something, because I feel like if it wasn't for that, then things would have made a lot more sense. But that little blip, you're like, what is happening?
You know
now?
what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because the way they established this movie is first the Joseph Gordon-Levitt story. The first part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then A Dame to Kill For. It's kind of the main feature.
Yeah.
Actually, first the Marv story, which is really random. Marv has like a story at the beginning.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think because I think he must have got the coat from GoldenEye because he's like, where'd I get this coat?
Yeah.
Remember? I think he got it from the old
Oh my god, I don't even want to think about it then. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I forgot about the starting story.
Yeah, me too.
Like
because it was the same as the first one. It was just Marv killing dudes.
I was gonna say in the first movie they had a really neat establishing story with the lady killer.
Yeah, well, that actually wanted to mention this. That lady killer story was what sold Frank Miller onto making the movie.
Yes.
Because he just, Robert Rodriguez really wanted to do it, so he just made that first scene.
Yeah,
it's
he called up Josh What's-His-Face or whatever, and the other chick, and they're like, yeah, we'll do it.
This is what I can do with your material.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I have a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
But in this one, it just kind of starts with like a Marv story of him killing dudes.
Yeah.
We know.
We know what Marv does.
I know it's been 9 years, but we know.
We don't need a reminder. Marv does one thing good. That's fucking shit up. So we don't need a reminder. Yeah.
But when the movie first started, I'm like, this is like the same thing. I just saw this movie yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Okay, so there's the Marv story, Joseph Gordon-Levitt Part 1, Dame to Kill For in the middle. Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt Part 2.
And then a whole weird...
And then Nancy's Revenge.
Yeah.
Why?
That didn't need to be there.
I feel like
I really hated that.
That's why I was saying, like, I think you're right when they said you added that, because there is like a scene where they alluded to Nancy wanting to shoot it during Joseph Gordon-Levitt's first part.
Yeah.
So I think that scene would just put in through a rewrite when they're saying, like, at the end of the movie, oh, what's this Nancy thing? That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I think because everything else is integrated, they needed something.
And that just fucks up their continuity.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Because that's the part that really threw it for me. Because I'd be like, well, okay, I can figure. And then I'd be like, but what about that weird Nancy scene? Yeah. But I feel like if we ignore that, then things make a lot more sense as far as things
Yeah,
make
no,
sense.
yeah. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. Yeah. You can figure it out if you spend time with it. But,
yeah. I don't have the mind for that kind of, like, weird time thing going on. I need to write it out.
The threads, they call it, or whatever. Yeah. But, you know, this movie is, the movie is the first movie.
Yeah.
9 years later, when after everyone doesn't care anymore.
I liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I liked his scene the best.
You said that, and I needed more time to stew, but I really did.
And that was original, sort of?
I think they were all original, from what I was reading. I think one was just not published.
No, I mean, like, I thought it was made for the movie.
That's what I thought, too, but I don't know.
I know Dame to Kill For is a thing.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see maybe Joseph Gordon-Levitt's being unpublished.
I'm not entirely sure.
Because I thought that was pretty. I thought that was pretty good.
I did too.
Maybe not super fleshed out, but it was, it was like he's kind of like a guy who goes to Sin City. He's really lucky.
Yeah.
And he beats the big bad guy. The senator guy.
Is that Senator Rourke? Then who the hell is the priest's name? I don't know. Who cares? Tears in the Rain.
I was confused about that too. So I'm just like, fuck it. He's the old evil white guy.
Yeah.
So he wins a game of poker against the old evil white guy, and then the people they break his fingers.
Yeah, with creepy eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, he has those eyes. You know what? They're related. The Senator Rourke and the priest, because he makes his brother a senator.
There we go.
Okay.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
So he breaks his fingers.
Didn't you notice his eyes are really weird in the movies though? Senator Rourke.
No.
Especially in the first one. I don't know if it's because of the light in real life. But they really are white and weird in the movies, and that really creeps me out.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
But,
So he comically breaks Joseph Gordon-Levitt's fingers, where it doesn't look painful, it looks hilarious to me.
They're just in, like, weird positions.
Yeah, they're like, meh. Like, obviously you can't see me, it's a podcast.
Oh, you ain't...
Like...
That's your deal in hand, boy.
Yeah, and he's like, at the end, he's like, ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
Oh, man!
Oh, gotcha.
Also, he's Senator Rourke's son.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who? Joseph? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is fucking confusing.
Because remember he kept saying, my boy, and he's like, your mother was a whore, and he's like, you think I couldn't recognize? And it's like, you don't look anything alike. He's very handsome, and you're scared.
Oh, so he kills his own son? Spoiler alert.
Well, he doesn't kill him. Oh, yeah, he does kill him. He's like, I don't give a shit about you, I just like my other son.
Oh, I don't... Does that add any... I don't think that adds anything to it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a ridiculous...
Oh, that's kind of lame. That's kind of lame. I don't like that.
No, me neither.
Why they're related? That's stupid.
Well, I mean, you didn't even know, so...
I know, but, yeah, well, I don't pay attention when I watch movies. I always miss like plot things, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like an idiot.
I really think when I'm watching a movie too. I'm like,
I try to, but then like something distracts me for a moment, and I wander, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I don't even know. I don't know what's happening now.
I think that's probably a sign for me of a good movie though, is if I kind of lose myself in it.
Yeah.
I'm not overthinking everything I'm digesting.
Right.
But anyways, yeah. So
and then he goes to Christopher Lloyd to get his fingers back into check.
Yeah, and Christopher Lloyd shoots something to get all fixed up.
Oh, he has to. He does. If you wanted to see Doc Brown do heroin,
yeah.
You know, this is your movie.
This is the movie for you. And he's even like a doctor in it.
Fix up your fucking fingers.
Yeah, and he like takes a bullet out of his leg and gives him the shoes so he can fix his fingers, and he's like popsicle sticks.
He's like, he really likes those popsicle sticks.
He licks them.
He licks them. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Lady Gaga to get a dollar.
Oh yeah.
And Gaga's working at a restaurant or some shit.
She looked very busty in this film.
Did she?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
I noticed.
And then she's like...
I was like, wow. Gaga.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, you look good.
Anyways, so then she's like, yeah, this is gonna take you where you want to go.
Yeah.
He's like... Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I believe in you and I respect you. Believe who you are. You were born this way. I remember I was walking, record producer said, I can't make anything out of my life. But you can do it too. And then Joseph goes like, I have to go. I got a thing to win.
Do you not see my hand?
And he's like, I gotta go.
Thanks, Lady Gaga.
Thanks, Gags, but I like... So yeah. And then,
yeah, it's kind of a weird cameo.
Yeah. I don't know, whatever. Doc Brown, Lady Gaga, whatever. And then he goes to the poker game.
Wins all the money.
He wins again.
And they're like, oh, well, dead.
And then he's like, I win. And everyone's going to tell them that I beat you twice. And the word's going to get out. And he's like, oh, fuck you. And he shoots him.
Yeah.
I kind of like the ending.
Yeah.
Because, like, because, like, it was a victory, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But, like, the fact is, he still won no matter what.
Yeah, I think that at that point he's like, yeah, I'm gonna die, but he got fucked. Yeah. I mean, his reputation was already effed up anyways because of his shitty yellow sun.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I guess, I don't know, maybe him losing a card game tipped him over the edge? I don't know.
I think it's a power thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to seem weak.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that part was good.
Yeah.
And then there is the main feature.
Dame to Kill For.
A Dame to Kill For.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it was enough to hold an entire film around.
No.
Because it's kind of the centerpiece. It was uninterrupted. It wasn't really that. It was okay. I guess. I don't know.
It stayed pretty faithful to the imagery again.
Oh, yeah. Josh Brolin played Dwight Schrute this time. And that was distracting. Pre-surgery Dwight. Oh, so Dwight got a surgery in between these stories?
Well, he got a surgery in the story.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because he... Oh, right.
Right.
But he wasn't played by Clive Owen at all.
No, but I found out why. It's because Clive Owen was filming The Nick.
Oh,
show I'm watching right now.
Okay,
yeah,
it's the Nick's fault.
It is the Nick.
So he couldn't do this.
So he got prosthetics on his face instead, which was really confusing because it kind of looked like Josh Brolin, but you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it didn't work. Josh Brolin looks nothing like Clive Owen. Maybe get a different actor. Maybe get somebody who's not as well known as Josh Brolin.
Yeah, because
I know
then
who
it's
he
like
is.
Dwight's new face.
But he's not kind of more like he had like the Dwight hair from the beginning of the Big Kill, the Big Fat Kill.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That whole thing was confusing. That was confusing.
And he like gets Marv to help him. Marv's like, yeah, let's do it. Take out an eye, whatever.
Yeah, he takes out GoldenEye's eye
yeah.
from not Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, and that's how he gets his new eye.
Yeah, and then he dies.
He dies in the first one, I'm pretty sure. But
no, GoldenEye.
Yeah, I know. They like allude it.
He gets shot a bunch and he falls into a pool, and you assume he's dead. But then the big fat kill takes place after this, and he's alive in that.
Yeah, that was really weird.
So I don't. So
I
that's
don't
what I'm
get
saying.
that.
This movie's fucking confusing.
Yeah.
And then so the movie's basically what's his face? Dwight. Dwight has a girlfriend.
Not even.
Ex kind
thing.
of lover, ex-lover.
Yeah.
Who he's obsessed with.
He's very moody.
Who's very moody.
He is.
He's very moody. And then he has an ex-lover who gets him to do things with sex.
Yeah.
And then she's a double crosser, and she betrays him.
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
She's like, sex always made you stupid. I didn't like Ava Green in this.
What? I liked her.
I don't like Ava Green.
I thought she was hamming it up.
I just don't really like her that much.
I don't really have an opinion. I think I saw her in that James Bond movie from 1992. 2006.
Yeah.
Why did I say 1992?
I didn't like her in that either.
I don't really
It's
remember.
Casino Royale, right?
Yeah, I don't really remember that movie at all.
I really like Casino Royale, but yeah, I just don't like her.
Nah.
She's kind of whatever. She had a weird voice.
I kind of like the weird voice.
I didn't like it.
I kind of like the weird voice.
To each their own.
To
You
each
can
their
like
own.
it, I cannot like
Hey,
it.
hey. Potatoes to potatoes.
Right?
Tomatoes,
Whatever.
tomatoes.
You
Anyways.
liked her. I didn't.
I don't know.
So much titty.
Yeah.
So much.
That was a lot.
That was so much.
I was not
blood.
expecting that much.
No, and I was.
Because the first movie didn't really have a lot of that.
It was there, but
It was there, but it was like, it was over in basically the first 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was just like, oh, everywhere, all the time.
Yeah, and also like
I was in an empty theater, but I was looking over my shoulder to make sure my mom wasn't watching.
yeah, and in the first movie, the way they did the breasts, this sounds weird.
No,
they looked
please go
very,
on.
I don't know, graphic novel-y, very drawn, very something. They looked
Very drawn.
almost like they weren't real, like not like plastic surgery boobs.
Like, kind of like they're, I get what you're saying. Stylized.
So you're like, wow, that's nice looking.
Mm-hmm.
Not from even like a sexual point, just they look good aesthetically.
Right.
Yeah, these were just like titties everywhere, tits.
I gotta say, I thought visually this movie is very similar to the first one.
Yeah.
But if it didn't feel, there wasn't, it felt just more like they were just putting layers on things.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just kind of, okay, everything's monochrome now.
Yeah.
I didn't feel, it felt very lazy, I want to
Yeah.
say. They felt very lazy with the style.
Yeah.
So like scenes like that, I didn't feel like I was watching a graphic novel come to life. I feel like I was just watching a black and white movie, and sometimes somebody's hair is colored differently.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah.
it felt kind of lazy.
That's how I felt too. There were certain points where you're like, hey, that looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like when arrows were shot.
Yeah, they're all like
They
solid
were-
white.
Yeah, and then they had like the detail drawn on them.
Mm-hmm.
And there'd be little things like around apartments or stuff. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure a lot of it still was done with green screen, but it just looks flat and
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
There is a point at the start where Marv flew out of a window or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That looked good to me. I liked how
Mhm.
that looked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot less memorable scenes.
Yeah. Just going through the motions.
Yeah. Or they were doing things, because in the first movie there's parts like, say, with Hardigan's scar, or his tie, Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Thank you.
Or the blood's white, like there's small things, Kevin's glasses. In this movie they're like, well, let's make this white, let's make that white, let's make that white.
That lady's in color for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, like they're just putting it on random parts and
Yeah.
not using it as a highlight.
That's why I just think, like, I don't know. People just wanted to make this because they had to.
Yeah,
Because everyone's expecting it.
yeah.
Even though they're not anymore. I think everyone just forgot it was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But then, what is it? People die, I guess.
Yeah,
She's like evil.
yeah. She dies.
She dies. I don't like that. I don't like this whole plot line, the aim to kill plot line. I feel it's kind of like, yeah, like
Succubus, I think you said.
yeah, it feels like a succubus thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the first movie, it's not. It's not like. It's kind of misogynist a little bit, but it's not like. It doesn't bother me too much, because I can just get lost in the
Mhm.
style,
Yeah,
the
same.
style of it, the artistry of it.
Yeah.
it's still there and I can still acknowledge it, but it doesn't
yeah.
bother. It doesn't take me out of the film.
Yeah.
I feel like this storyline kind of takes me out of it.
Yeah, you said that before, and I was thinking like later on about it, and it's true. She's somehow like corrupting this married cop all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because
how can you resist?
Yeah.
She's using. I don't have a problem with women being the villain in a story.
No.
I have a problem with a woman being the villain using sex, and that's her only mean of power.
Yeah,
and it is.
Or being a villain. She's basically a villain because she was a woman. Like, she was a woman villain.
Yeah.
She was a woman using her womanness.
Using her womanness.
Yeah.
But you never...
She wasn't smart or anything.
You never see a story... You never see this story with a man instead of a woman.
No.
You're never seeing a man and he's like, oh, none of these ladies can resist my dick.
Yeah.
You would never see that.
Because that's so gross.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that's, that took me out and kind of pissed me off a little bit.
No, I totally agree.
And she dies at the end, too, It's like, ugh.
But it's not even like a good death.
No.
He's just like, shoot.
Not this time. And he puts his fedora on.
Yeah, bang.
Bang.
And Gail, the whole time, is just like, yeah, do it. Like, she's just there behind him the whole time.
Who's Gail?
Rosario.
Oh, Rosario Dawson's character. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever.
I got my...
Let's go kill some bitches.
Oh, I hated that scene where you see the two the twin sisters from the first movie.
Yeah, they're like, remember her?
Remember me?
It's like, yeah,
I just hated it. It felt cheap, like cheap fan service.
It did. Especially since she's not the best actress to begin with.
I didn't even notice she wasn't a good actress. I noticed in this one that she was pretty bad.
Well, the only other thing I know her from is White Chicks.
Oh, that says something.
Yeah, so...
This is probably her first role in 9 years.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah.
But, and it's lame, because you hear Goldie talk, and Goldie's not supposed to... Does Goldie even talk in the first one?
She says, I want you, I need you.
Yeah, but she doesn't really have lines.
She doesn't have another line.
And this one, she kind of has lines, and that's lame.
Yeah.
That kind of kills that story.
Like, the Goldie thing, she's quite mysterious.
Yeah, you don't know a whole lot about her.
Her sister wasn't.
Her sister wasn't. So why would she have lines?
That's it.
That's it. Dame to Kill For kind of sucks, and that was the main... What it was titled after, and it's kind of the worst part.
Really?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I forgot. There's a Nancy's Revenge story, which is terrible.
I hated it.
Terrible.
First of all, don't like Jessica Alba.
No, and we get a lot more Jessica Alba in this movie than we did in the first one.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a market for it now, apparently.
Apparently.
I think Robert Rodriguez just really likes her or something. Because she's been in all his movies since, like, Machete.
Yeah.
The first one.
It's just, she's not the best actress.
People would call her bad. Normal people would call her bad, Steph.
Yeah, she's bad.
She's bad. She's upset about Bruce Willis dying.
I don't like her as Nancy either. I just don't like her as Nancy.
No.
Ugh. Boo.
And then she's an
alcoholic now.
She just drinks on stage and shoots at the audience, but nobody tells her to leave or anything.
Well, the fun thing is, the last strip club I went to, the stripper did one of those things on stage.
She shot at the audience?
No, she just drank a lot on stage.
Oh.
Still bad. Just drinking a beer.
I don't know.
She's like, why aren't you clapping? It's like, well, you're got a Budweiser and you just walked around stage. I don't know what I'm supposed to clap for.
Where was this?
Oh, the Sioux.
Oh, the Sioux.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
yeah, she's a shitty stripper that wants to kill Rourke.
Shitty stripper wants to kill Rourke, the rich white guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then but she can't do it because she's a woman, probably. Whatever.
She's weak or doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's a woman because it's Frank Miller.
Yeah.
But and then she's like, I got it, and she cuts up her face.
Yeah, and she cuts off her hair, and there's a Bruce Willis apparition.
Oh, I was gonna say this. Bruce Willis just shows up and he's like, "Don't avenge me, Nancy. Come on."
Yeah, and he's got this awful voiceover, and you don't like it. It's Bruce Willis just talking at you. You're like, please stop.
Why would you deal with putting up with Bruce Willis just for that?
I'd freaking drink too if I had a Bruce Willis ghost following me everywhere.
It was like He's trying to sleep, and is like, Steph, come on, don't avenge me.
I'm not trying to avenge shit, Bruce Willis.
I'm trying to get to sleep.
Yeah,
Come
so she's
on.
like, I'll be ugly, but she's still pretty because she couldn't be ugly.
Yeah, give me a break.
Yeah.
And then she goes to Marv.
No, first she does this really weird dance, like strip dance, where she's basically like fucking the stage, like she's like just going so hard on stage. And Marv's like, this is like watching your kid sister get it or something. You're like,
what?
Because she's like so, like she doesn't care.
She doesn't
anymore.
give a shit.
She puts on like this wig and she's doing like this, and she's dancing to that Steven Tyler song.
Oh yeah.
Skin City. I looked it up.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's called Skin City.
Fuck this movie.
And it's featuring Steven Tyler.
Oh.
It's a Robert Rodriguez song.
Oh.
Called Skin City. She dances to.
So
Yeah,
it was
but
his idea to put it in this
But
terrible.
she's like gyrating. Like, I don't know how you don't remember this.
So Steven Tyler wasn't just like, hey Robert, I really like your movie. Hey, can I do a song for the next one?
No, I think it was because it's featuring Steven
Oh
Tyler.
my god. So Robert Rodriguez went to Steven Tyler and was like, hey, my movie's terrible. Want to write a song for it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so Nancy's all like decked out in her leather.
Yeah.
And she kills a guy, and Marv's like, I hope this isn't weird, but you look hot. And I was like, okay. Whatever.
Marv, come on.
I thought that was your kid's sister.
Wait, what?
Because he's like, this is like looking at kid's sister get it, and then later he calls her hot.
Oh, well, Marv is kind of messed up. I think Marv has a messed up moral compass.
Yeah, I think so too.
So then he goes to help her blow up Rourke.
Yeah, to kill Rourke.
Evil white guy. Marv gets shot.
Like in the arm or something.
And he's like, it's really bad. You're Marv.
Yeah, you got hit by a car 3 times.
You can breathe underwater, basically. You get shot once and it's like, oh, this one got a vein. Fuck off, Marv.
Yeah, clearly just to push Alba forward.
Yeah, just so she can go in alone.
Yeah.
Or else, that guy would die, you know?
Yeah.
So then, she goes in to kill evil white guy.
He shoots her a bunch of times.
He shoots her a bunch of times.
She shoots him.
And then she's like, look behind you. And he's like, there's nothing behind me. Why would I fall for that? And then there's a lightning bolt, and he sees Ghost Willis.
Ghost Willis.
He sees Bruce Willis's reflection in the mirror.
Ghost Willis.
And he's like, he looks behind him. And then Jessica Alba shoots him.
Yeah.
Movie over.
Movie over.
Literally.
And then Steven Tyler starts singing again.
Skin City, where the ladies have skin.
I have listened to that song a few times.
Was I accurate?
No.
Is there a city where ladies do not have skins? Skeletal City?
Skeletal City.
Skeletal City, skeleton ladies.
Halloween Town.
Halloween Town. Halloween Town is true equality because you can't tell who the guys or the girls are because they're just bones.
Yeah.
Anyways, what would you give Frank Miller's Sin City 2 A Dame to Kill For out of 5?
3.
3?
Yeah. 2.75.
Honestly, I would have given it like a 2.5 because thinking about it after seeing it, I'm like, oh, it wasn't so bad.
I'll give it a 2.75.
It looks great on that screen.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It looks fantastic.
It's so pretty.
I didn't even mind the 3D that much.
No, I thought that was going to be really distracting. There's like one point where like glass shoots at you, like, oh, it's stupid. But other than that, it was pretty good.
It was nice. But yeah, after talking about it, I'm kind of like a 2 now.
I'll stick with my
Had a lot of
2.75.
2.75. It had a lot of... It was just a dumb movie that didn't need to be made.
It didn't.
It was made to appease Frank Miller again.
It's no Sin City.
Right.
And I don't think there'll ever be anything like that, which is fine.
That's fine. There doesn't need to be.
No. That one is perfect just the way it is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Like,
That's it, you guys.
So, would you recommend it?
Oh, I don't know. I guess if you really like the first one, then yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling people. If you really enjoyed.
If you didn't, then there's no point.
No.
It's really dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. It's just... We should put a spoiler alert.
No, oh, yeah, let's do one now. Spoiler alert.
Well, I meant in the description.
Okay, well, we spoil every movie we talk about.
I know, but a lot of them are old.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What do you expect?
Well, yeah. Whatever.
Anyways. So that's Sin City.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.